Mark Meirowitz, a professor at the State University of New York Maritime College, joins me now from New York. Professor, always good seeing you. Unfortunately, it's not under great conditions. My first question to you would be whether you think the great relations between the U.S. and Turkiye play a role in the type of aid and the amount of aid that the U.S. or Turkiye would exchange with each other.
You know, I'm not so sure this has to do with Turkish-U.S. relations. I mean, it is a devastating disaster of gigantic proportions. We don't even know how big it is. We don't even know how many people have been killed, injured. We don't know. And so the U.S. already is sending, as many countries are, search and rescue teams, the crack teams from East Coast and West Coast, Virginia and California. And so are a number of other countries doing so. And I think this is the time to put politics aside. So I think it's not a factor of the relations. I think the United States is committed to help Turkey, no question, no limitation. Look, the United States came to the aid of Ukraine when it was attacked by Russia, so now the United States needs to come to the aid of Turkey in its dire moment, in its very, very tough situation. So there's no ands, ifs, and buts.
We know U.S. aid is sending quite a bit of help to Turkey. What do you think the U.S. can teach Turkey when it comes to earthquakes? Earthquake mitigation, specifically.
Right. I mean, I know that these are crack teams. These are the top engineers, emergency medical people, doctors, scientists. This is the crack best team that's out there. But again, the scope of it is so devastating. You're sending a few hundred personnel. How do you deal with the extent of the devastation? So I think the United States is absolutely expert, but at the same time, many of the other countries sending aid are quite expert in these things. And I think the interesting thing about it, actually, is looking at all these different countries getting together to send aid to Turkey. And even there was a picture of an Iranian plane, a Qatari plane, Israeli plane sitting on a runway, all with emergency personnel. Who would have thought that was possible? Well, this kind of situation brings people together because it's a humanitarian effort that has no element of politics. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's on the same team here to help the people in Turkey with this unbelievable, heartbreaking disaster, and we don't even know the extent of it. So I think that, you know, there really is nothing positive about it, but if something out of it may come cooperation, that's a good thing, and there are many experts around the world. I mean, the British, the EU, the United Nations, the US, the Germans, and I said the Israelis and the others are all rising to the occasion to help this situation. Is in itself, I think, a great blessing.
All right, Professor Mark Meirowitz there for us. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, as usual.
Thank you.